Hi everyone, it's Melissa from the Hug Strap. I'm here today to teach you how to play the C Chromatic Scale. Now, if you are one of these people that has picked up the ukulele and maybe you had no musical experience whatsoever, you may not know certain things about musical theory, and that is why I'm bringing this up. Knowing the notes when you're first starting out and if you've had no musical training is really kind of tricky to figure out. It's easiest to look at a piano because it's easy to see the keys laid out and see their order and see how it repeats itself, but it's a little trickier on the ukulele, especially because we don't start, at a C. It's not as easy to find your natural C, although it is the string, by the way. So you might find it a little bit trickier to understand what people are doing. So what I wanted to do was go over something called the C Chromatic Scale, which shows you the notes, all of them, in order so that you can play them, and it's a great warm-up for your fingers, okay? So one thing I would recommend, you don't want to overwhelm yourself if you're kind of new to this and this is the first scale you've ever learned. Do one thing at a time. However, it's a good idea to say the notes out loud so you get to know what they are. There are 12 notes in every scale, like in, it's all there are, just 12 notes, but it can get tricky to understand the flats and the sharps if you have no musical background. So we're going to go over that. So first thing I want you to point out is that this is your C string. If you know how to tune your ukulele, you already should know that. All right, but in case you haven't, this is your C string. This is also natural C, which if you know where to find that on the piano, this is what it would be, okay? So you're gonna pluck that open C string to start. Let me get a little closer so you can see me. Open C. Then I want you to go and put your index finger down on that C string at the first fret. That is as a C sharp, so that would be the next note in the chromatic scale. Then you're going to put your middle finger down on the second fret. That's a D. Then you're going to take your ring finger and you're going to place it down and pluck that string. That is a D sharp. Okay? Next, you're going to go to the next string, which is your E string, and pluck that open. All right? And then after you do that, I want you to place your index finger on the first fret of the E string and play an F. Then you're going to take your middle finger and put it down on the second fret of that E string, and you're going to play an F sharp. Then you're going to put your ring finger down on the third fret and play a G. Then you're going to use that pinky, which might be a little bit tricky if you're new to the ukulele, but you're going to try and do that. Make sure that your thumb is on the back of your instrument and not like this, because that'll make it really hard to have good form and it won't feel good. You're going to pluck, you're going to plug the E string of that fourth fret. Now that is a G sharp, okay? Then you're going to go to the A string, you're going to pluck it open. All right, then you're going to put your index finger down on that first fret, A sharp. You're going to put your next finger down, your middle finger on the second fret for the B, and then you're going to put your ring finger down for the C. And that is all of the 12 notes of the chromatic scale. In fact, actually, I'm cheating. I add another C because it's nice to add to end scales on the C, as you started out on that note. So technically it's 13 notes, but there's only 12 actually different notes. Now, I told you that it's a little tricky to understand the sharps and the flats thing if you're new to music. So when you are going up, so that means ascending, right? You always play sharps. When you are descending, so if I were to start the scale from here, it becomes a flat. So the same note is a flat and a sharp at the same time. It's just referred to in musical theory as a flat when you're going down. Okay? So what I would recommend you do is you gotta say these notes out loud to yourself. So when you're practicing, you go C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, B, or A sharp, B, C. And then when you come down, you would go C, B, B flat, so that A sharp becomes a B flat now. A flat, I'm sorry, I should play that with my pinky. A flat, G, G flat, I had to think about it for a second. F, E, E flat, D, D flat, C. All right? So that is a quick little lesson on one of the first scales that you can play. And what's nice about it is that it takes all of the notes up and down so that you're playing them in order and you can hear them. It's also great for vocal warm-ups. If you're a vocalist, you can and match the tones so you can warm up. And it's a great exercise for your fingers if you're still having trouble just trying to figure out how to put your fingers on the notes and make certain chords. If you add in these little exercises, it will make it so much easier to like make a B flat, for example, or you know, a B minor or anything else like that that you might be having some difficulty with. All right, so thanks. If you liked this video, please hit the like button, hit subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Thank you.